I'm getting ready because today is a big day. The Franco University is now open for enrollment. Allow me to explain. Hello guys, how are you? David Franco here, davidfranco.com. But you know what? Today's video is not all about davidfranco.com. It is all about the francouniversity.com version 2.0. I can never do that right. I always think of The Office launch party. Great episode. Anyway, the Franco University has undergone some significant changes. Actually, the biggest changes since launch last February. Can you believe the website's already been live for more than a year? Seriously, this is like my pride and joy. This is my next big project for the next 10 years. And I'm serious when I say that. Think YouTube, but website work. And of course, my videos aren't going anywhere, but this website just means so much to me. And actually, I shouldn't even call it a website. It's kind of turned into a platform. Okay, so today's video is a somewhat brief, I say somewhat brief because you guys know me, that's why I have the water, because I'm going to talk your heads off, a somewhat brief virtual tour of the Franco University 2.0. So, let's go over it. The first thing you'll notice is a significantly different homepage. This is completely different than what we previously had. Okay, so right up top here we have open for enrollment. The all-new The Franco University is finally here. Take a look around, discover everything that is new, and don't forget to enroll for exclusive content. I'll talk about that in a bit. Right under that we have discover, learn, apply, communicate. And that's the main theme of DFU moving forward. I want you to discover new content. I want you to learn new content, apply what you've learned from that content, and then talk with other fellow creatives. Your work deserves to be shared with like-minded, creative individuals. Does it not? I cannot stand when somebody, myself included, I cannot stand when people read an article, they learn something, then they forget about it the next day. You just wasted your time. You didn't apply what you've learned because there's no reason why you cannot take what you love in life, whether it's a passion for video games, website design, graphic design, water. Yes, there are people out there passionate about water. There's no reason why you can't take that passion and turn it into a paying career, a paying job, something that you eventually will pay taxes on. And if you owe taxes in doing something you enjoy, then you've made it in life. That's how I look at it. Okay, so right under there, we have the main buttons leading to the main pages. We have courses, articles, resources, forum, and enrollment. I'll talk about those more in a few moments. Scrolling down, challenge yourself with in-depth course material. Yes, DFU, like any kind of educational institution out there, now features courses. Okay, so they're not technically like courses that you go to school for. These are more like in-depth blog posts, if you will. For instance, becoming a YouTuber 101, finding your fame, is over 3,000 words long. Look at this. This course contains everything you need to know in regards to making a name for yourself on YouTube. 1 second. Yeah, the website's currently locked down to the public because I'm making this on Friday and the website's not launching until Tuesday. It's all about planning ahead. Anyway, here's page 2. Finding the right equipment. I even break it down per OS. I mean, if you're using a Mac, I tell you exactly what you need to use, and the same thing goes for Windows users. Creating your content, choosing a topic, and page 3. You gotta have confidence. You need confidence to make it online. Publishing your content, sharing your content. Numbers are not everything. But check this out. At the very bottom of every course on DFU is what I call a course challenge. This ties in directly what I was just saying a couple minutes ago. Take what you've learned and apply it for real-world results. For example, this course says, create a YouTube channel, upload at least 10 original videos, and earn at least 50 subscribers. Then once you complete this challenge, just reach out to me, talk to me one-on-one, and I will personally promote your work on my social media venues, if you will, like YouTube, Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, all that stuff. And of course, I have some helpful links to YouTube directly and Epidemic Sound, which is great for using music. All right, anyway, let's go back to courses. Let's close that up top. Courses. The second course I have available is Website Building 101 from build to launch. It's exactly what it sounds like. It tells you everything you need to know in regards to building a website from scratch. And boom. Okay, so this course isn't nearly as long as the YouTube one, but it doesn't need to be that long. That's the thing. These courses are to the point, and best of all, they're free. There are actually other content creators out there who would charge for this exact kind of content. I'm completely serious when I say that. I will never ever charge for this kind of content.
It's
Just
2
saying.
o'clock.
It's 2 o'clock. Thank you, Mr. McIntosh. Okay, so going back to the homepage, scrolling down. Expand your mindset through weekly original articles. Okay, so going back in time a bit, the main focus of the Franco University has always been articles. Always. Whether these articles are about blogging, website design, creative things such as using your Apple Pencil and your iPad Pro to create unique art, and especially technology reviews more recently. For instance, the Fluence AB40, I kind of go into detail regarding some early impressions, if you will, on this product. So, in other words, those articles have not gone anywhere. They're still here, and they will continue to be published on a weekly basis. Now, the courses are not going to come out weekly. They're going to come out as they're ready, because obviously a lot more time goes into those courses. But between the courses and the articles, you have a lot of content to consume. And right down here is what we call the pre-footer. In other words, on every single page, you can find this. So if you find an article that interests you and you're thinking, oh, well, maybe it's time to create a website. Maybe it's time to make videos online or share products that I care about. These links will always be there. Now, as of today, I'm featuring Bluehost, Amazon Associates, FameBit, and Kit. So there's a variety of products and services to select right now. But for full selection, click on Resources, and you can do just that. Find a complete collection of the exact tools and resources that I use on my own work. So my theory is, if I can do it, so can you, and probably better. So there's no reason why you could not get started right now. All of the necessary tools and resources are right here waiting for you. Okay, so let's go to the articles page, and it's exactly what you'd expect. It's kind of like the articles you've been used to reading, but in a cleaner format and more visually pleasing. For instance, learn something new. That just looks great. Now, this is temporary. This will likely be changed by the time the website launches on Tuesday. But currently it says, get a glimpse into my workflow and learn a thing or two that can help develop your own ideas into successful projects. New articles are added weekly. And of course, you can click on any of these to go to their respective article. For example, my AirPods article. Boom, right there. Got my video right there on YouTube embedded. And as you can probably see on the sidebar, I have the 25 most recent articles. Or maybe 20. I'm not totally sure. But yes, either way, those articles are right there waiting for you to read them. And right above that, I have, as of today's video, as of today's date, where to begin. 2 links that can help you get started. Bluehost for web hosting and WordPress for content management systems. In other words, CMS. Okay, let's go to the forum. Now, as of right now, this is empty. But moving forward, this is the new forum that I'll be using for discussions. It doesn't necessarily have to be a question. This will likely change by the time the website goes live on Tuesday. But yes, this forum can be used to share your work, to share your YouTube videos, your websites, your graphic design work, your portfolio, your photography, anything. This is where you can post your work to have interesting discussions with other like-minded creative individuals. And that's a big focus with DFU 2.0. I want it to be all about the content as well as the community. Because without community, without feedback, you've got nothing. You need to learn how to grow your projects into more successful projects. So there you go, a brand new forum. Check it out. Oh, and of course, going to davidfranco.com/forum now auto-forwards you to this forum. So yes, I'm quite serious about making this the forum moving forward. And a contact link. Self-explanatory. Click contact. You can send me a message. And well, I take a lot of pride in email. So chances are really good I'm going to respond to your email within 24 hours. Okay, so you're probably wondering what is that enroll button in the top right. Well, let's check it out. There it is. Nothing fancy. Something simple and to the point. If you want exclusive content, updates, discounts, all that stuff, you need to enroll to DFU. So, like a real college or university, you can enroll as if you're a student. You can get exclusive content that non-enrolled users would normally not get. Non-enrolled. That doesn't sound right, but you guys know what I mean. Sign up. It's completely free. You just got to put your name in, your email address, and you are good to go. A lot of traffic today. And also, if you want to remain anonymous, that's not a problem. You don't need to put in your name or just put a fake name in, but you do need to put your email address in. And then under that, this is also temporary, like some other content on the site. Enroll at the Franco University and receive the following: exclusive content in your inbox, including behind-the-scenes tactics and more. That's the truth. One-on-one email consultation regarding your brand, business, etc. Yes, that is the truth right there. You and I can have one-on-one email conversations regarding your work. Discounts on products and services that can help improve your brand. And finally, last but not least, first come, first serve on information relative to new courses and articles. So sign up. It's completely free. I think you'll enjoy it. My monitor pops sometimes. Is that normal? All right, water break, and then I'll let you guys go. Of course, after a few other things. Okay, so scrolling down to the bottom in the pre-footer, we also have links to all my social media outlets, such as YouTube, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, and even LinkedIn. I don't use LinkedIn that often, but perhaps I will in the near future. We have the Vault, About, and Enroll Now. So the Vault, completely redone. This isn't necessarily one of the more popular pages on DFU, but I still want to put some of my older content in the spotlight, such as Brand Rocket, Blue Resource, and Squarespace Summit. So, with that said, if you want to click any of these articles or videos, you can do just that, or you can go to the full collection of that content. Stop buying likes and followers. Boom. There's an article that could probably help you. How to never make a typo again. This is a tactic that I use every single day. If you're a Mac user, you need to look into this. What else? Okay, the footer has a search bar. I would put the search towards the top, but we have enough going on as it is. For example, you can see all this right here. So I put the search at the bottom, not a big deal. Affiliate disclaimer, since I am an affiliate with Amazon, FameBit, Bluehost, and all that stuff. That's just me being proper and transparent with you guys. We have an About page. You can check that out for yourself. And Enroll Now will also take you to that Enroll page that you saw before. So that's it. The Franco University, as you can hopefully see, has changed for the better. We have courses, which are brand new, more articles, a new resources page, making it easier than ever for you to get started on new projects. We have a new dedicated forum that you can use to share your work and talk about your work with other like-minded creative individuals. We have a contact page. Ooh, whoop-de-doo, but hey, it's there. Get in touch with me. Email quite literally runs my life. And of course, we have the enrollment page. And also, check out these buttons. I just really like how they turned out. So guys, what do you think? Let me know how you feel about the changes. But I'm going to do something bold here, something I've never done before. I'm going to turn off the comments on this video and instead encourage you to go to either my personal website, because I typed an introductory blog post, that's linked right below, as well as the Franco University. I'm going to link both those websites right below and comment on that website with your thoughts in regards to these changes. This is just my way of getting you guys to interact more, and plus, it's an excuse to check out the site, right? Why not? Thank you guys so much. Your feedback is incredibly important to me. And again, I just want to stress this one more time. DFU is my next big project for the next 10 years. So I'm quite serious about this because, well, let's face it, YouTube's not going to be around forever. So I want to have something else that keeps me busy on a weekly basis. I'll see you next time. Peace.